What up, what up? Relationaire Nation, where y'all at? It's your boy Pro. We back. Let's get into some more action. Alright, don't forget, we all about getting rich off of relationships. So, we all know what happened last year in 2022. Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen got divorced. He retired, and then he unretired 40 days later, went back to play one more football season. And when he went back to play that last football season, Gisele was like, I'm out. I had enough. You've been focusing on football for 20 years. I got to go live my life. She's 42. He's 45. He was like, baby, just wait. Give me one more. The season's almost over in a few months. She said, nah. If you don't come back now, it's a wrap. He left off season. He left the off season training session, and then he went. He was gone for about 11 days to go and beg and plead with her not to leave. But I guess she was emotionally distraught and she couldn't get beside herself. Now, she immediately started dating her former trainer. So how much of that had to do with why she couldn't wait? Because she knew that this was his last season. So it's not like he's saying, baby, I'm going to play for an indefinite amount of time. Who knows how long it's going to take? He's saying, this is it. This is the last season. I said I would play till I'm 45. I said that years ago. And I'm 44. I will turn 45 in a few months. And then the season will be over. So just give me this last few months. Nah. It's now or never. And everyone, I don't know how many people know this, but 70% of divorces are ended by the female, by the woman. It's not the man leaving, it's the woman leaving. So maybe she felt like the grass is greener on the other side. Or maybe she thought the streets wanted her. I don't know. But what these people who are in relationships, who have been in relationships for a long time, what they don't realize is the streets don't love you. The streets don't love you no more. Like when you was younger, right? When you was in that relationship, time was going by. You was getting older. New models was coming in. New versions was coming in. The rules to the game was changing. Now you looking, you got one eye inside and one eye in the streets. And the streets look fun to you until you get out there and you realize you done lost a step. And the rules is different. You know what I'm saying? They got newer, bigger, faster, stronger opponents out there that you have to defeat or you have to survive. Like, it just ain't the same. But by that time, you've already, destroyed your house. You leveled it to the ground. You leveled your empire and your foundation to its core, burned it to ashes. While your husband was saying, baby, please don't leave. It's not like he was cheating on her. You know what I'm saying? That's not why she left. Maybe he was cheating on her. I don't know. But she didn't leave for that. She left because he loved football more than his family. So she probably felt like he was cheating on her with the sport of football, with the NFL. So they asked, this article was asking, what does Gisele Bündchen think of Tom Brady and Irina Shayk dating? A source told TMZ that she's not happy at all with the pairing. However, in another post made by the gossip site, they reported that another source close to the model said that why wouldn't she be happy for Tom? She divorced him. It is helpful to her freedom that he move on. So you see how they flipped it. At first, the rumors was out there, had her looking crazy. So then she had her people put out, quote unquote, a source put out some, some return fire, basically. Put out something that's gonna make her look better, make her look like, like she pities him, like, she divorced him. She wants him to move on. Like as if she's already moved on and she ain't got no feelings for him anymore and she's over him, to make her look better. But at the end of the day, do we see her with her new Brazilian jiu-jitsu trainer boyfriend anymore? We don't never see them out anymore. So how long did that last? Just like Kanye and his new bae after he left, after he got his divorce from Kim. The first chick he was dating with, that shit lasted like a few weeks, and then she was like, I don't care. I got what I wanted out of it. She got a bunch of new clothes, and she wrote a book already. I forgot her name, that white girl. The first one, not the second white girl. The one that he's with right now. But either way, when you gotta be careful when you leave your relationships. Make sure that you unturn every stone, and you try to lift every voice and sing before you run out into the streets butt naked with no parachute. So a source told US Weekly that Gisele is happy he's moved on because she has also. Okay, she knew he would be dating at some point and really isn't concerned one way or another. So they making sure, her PR is making sure she don't look desperate or look stupid for ending the relationship herself. But remember, she's 42 and he's 45. So a man in his 40s in America and a woman in her 40s in America are not treated the same. We already know that. Not saying that it should be that way, but that's how it is. So she's going to be like the men, most likely she's going to be running into men who want her to have their child, or men who have money and have their own children, and they don't want their net worth or their, assets to be handed down to Tom Brady's children. The guy's going to want those assets to be handed down to his children that he had with some other woman. Remember, a woman's ability to give a man children helps him extend the legacy, especially when you're talking about powerful, rich, successful, overachieving men. So if she's in her 40s, the value of her having a baby is taken away from these ambitious men. So then her value is a little less, you know what I'm saying? It's a little less, is not as high to that ambitious, American dream type mentality of a man. Whereas Tom Brady, a 22-year-old woman with nothing, or a 22-year-old woman with a bright future ahead of her and a high-powered degree and career, they both are going to want Tom Brady. Him being 45 is not going to stop that. But Gisele being 42 is going to have, you're going to have the young men who want to date a hot cougar. You're going to have the young men who want to have kids one day. You're going to have the older men who already have kids and want to pass down all their assets to their kids and not hers. So then he's going to make her sign the prenup, which will be fine with her, but you still have to find a guy who's willing to do that. If anything, that powerful man is going to want to be with someone who's young enough to have more children. He may date Gisele. Like, it's possible, but it's just rare. It's more rare. It's going to be harder for her to move on than it is for Tom in this Western society. So we'll see what happens. But at the end of the day, look, this says she knew who he would be dating at some point, right? And really isn't concerned one way or another. They mentioned that their relationship is based on co-parenting their children. Other than that, Tom is obviously free to date whoever he likes. Of course he is. She is too. But the point is, does she regret doing what she did? Make sure when you end a relationship, whether it's a friendship, intimate, platonic, whatever, make sure that you're not doing it based off of emotional reactions. That's all I'm trying to say. That's the lesson that I learned from this debacle. Because you could catch yourself outside in 50-degree weather without a sweater. Bars. You know what I'm saying? And I meant for that to rhyme. Just make sure that you heed what I'm saying. And then also, if you are in a relationship that you feel needs to end, make sure you get out before it's too late. Because Maybe Gisele saw the signs, the writings on the wall that he was in love with football above everything. He was in love with football above all. Maybe she saw that when she was 35, and she hung on for another 7 years. So are you staying around too late? Are you taking too long to pull the trigger and get up out of Dodge? Because maybe you're wasting away your prime years of your life. I know women who stay too long. We all do. Because you was following the man. But make sure the man you following is a good leader. And vice versa. Man, I could go all day for this, man. I'm out. Y'all stay tuned for the next relationship lessons learned for Relationaire TV. This is me, the one and only pro, the provider, the providential one. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment what you think happened in this situation. You think Gisele's really mad, or do you think maybe Tom Brady's people planted that BS to make him look good and make her look bad? I don't know. I'm out.